Have you ever taken the time to imagine what the country would be like if Stephen Harper had gotten elected and they had built that oil pipeline and developed the oil sands project? Have you ever thought about it? Justin Trudeau got elected in 2015. That was 9 years ago. That pipeline would have been supplying energy, oil, electricity, natural gas, telecommunications. It would have went from the Pacific Ocean in British Columbia, crossing through the Rocky Mountains into Alberta, where all the oil sands are, all the oil pulling out of the ground, and that pipeline would have went all the way across the prairies, all through Ontario, through Quebec, to New Brunswick, where it would connect with the Bay of Fundy and the oil refineries in New Brunswick. And it would have carried natural gas from the Atlantic Ocean, where it's all being pulled out of the ocean floor. All of this natural gas, oil, and electricity, and telecommunications, that would be there. And we wouldn't be buying coal anymore. We wouldn't be buying foreign oil anymore. We would have production domestically enough to supply all of the energy needs of Canada, all of the energy needs of the Canadian citizens, and all of the energy needs of Canadian industry. And we would have been able to export our excess energy on the world market. We wouldn't be going into debt. The idea of doing what the Liberals do, borrowing money for programs to stimulate the economy, that would not happen. If the government wanted to stimulate the economy, they would be able to do so by reducing the tax on energy. And as far as global warming is concerned, instead of being a relatively small population of people making a gesture, we would be people that we don't buy dirty energy from foreigners. That would be what Canada is. We don't buy dirty energy from foreigners. We produce our energy domestically, and we hold ourselves to the standards that we as a nation decide, and that's how we set an example for the world, and that's how we fight global warming, and that's how we fight to protect the environment. We have strict controls over the quality of our energy, and then we ship that to the world market, and we can undermine the dirty energy production of foreign nations. If we wanted to stimulate our economy, drop the taxes on energy. Boom. Suddenly, if you have an idea, then you got lots of fucking energy. All you gotta do is automate it, mechanize it, use your brain, find ways to be intelligent, take all this fucking free energy and find ways to use it. Ramp shit up, wind shit up, fucking get this shit fucking really moving. Can you imagine what Canada would be like today? This is like Canada is on its way to being a third world nation, if it isn't already. There are people living in fucking tents in all the major cities in Canada. People live in poverty. The lines at the food bank go around the block, down to the end of the block and around the corner. People rely on charity just to feed themselves. This is a fucking hellhole. And it's too late now. Like, the oil sands project kaput. All the moneyed interests that wanted to fucking put money into developing it kaput. All the fucking negotiations between all these various interested parties, all these powerful representatives of different corporate entities and groups and tribes and all this, it's all fell apart. It's too late. You can't go back. You can't, like, oh, well, let's fix it. You can't. If you try to fix it now, you'd have to start not from where it was when we fucking abandoned it. We'd have to start from where it was when the whole thing was started in the very beginning. I mean, you know, Canada as a fucking people, we fucked up. And we really, really fucked up. The poverty and suffering that fucking jackass Justin Trudeau caused. Because you, my fellow Canadians, gave him the power to do so. It makes me fucking feel sick inside. It really makes me feel sick inside. I voted for Stephen Harper. I violated my principles when I voted for Stephen Harper. I wanted to leave Canada. I don't believe in democracy the way that it is now. As far as I'm concerned, if I go in there and I vote, then it's like I got 100 people in a room. We got to figure out how we're going to make a decision about what's going to happen next, how we're going to work together. We're all in a room, we're all working together, and we're going to decide what the plan is. And we can have different opinions about what the plan should be, but once we decide what the plan is, we're not going to fucking, oh, I didn't get what I want, so I'm going to undermine everybody. I didn't get what I want, so I'm going to go around fucking sabotaging people because I'm fucking pissed off that I didn't get my own way. You know, like, if you participate in a fucking democracy and you fucking have this fucking vote on how things should go, and you lose, you have to fucking accept put your sour grapes aside, accept that this is what the plan is. And I might think that this is a dumb plan, but sabotaging people is not going to make things even better. It's only going to make it worse. So I'm going to fucking do the best I can to make this plan successful. You know, like, that's what a democracy is for me. You know, that's how I feel. That it's immoral for me to go in and vote if I don't feel wholeheartedly that I'm part of a team. And I don't feel like part of the team. I always wanted to fucking be multinational. I never wanted to be chained to one country. I'm stuck here, trapped here. I never wanted to be trapped in one country. That was always important to me. To diversify by being able to say, you know what, this country's going to shit. I'm going to move in that. I'm going to go live in that country. This country's going to shit. That country's fucking back up. I'll go back there. That was important to me. To maintain enough freedom that I wouldn't be fucking trapped in this democracy or that democracy. So when I say I voted for Stephen Harper, that was the first time I ever voted. And it was actually a violation of my principles to vote at all. But I looked at Justin Trudeau and I thought, if compromising my principles in some small way contributes to stopping this man from being put in a position of power, then I'm going to compromise my principles, because this guy is fucking fucked in the head. This guy is fucked in the head. He's going to choose his cabinet based not on choosing the most qualified person for this important job. He's going to choose the people in his cabinet based on balancing the number of tits with the number of testicles. He has to be stopped. Makes me sick. Makes me sick that I have to fucking live in this country with these people and participate in their democracy with these fucking people. That I'm trapped by these fucking people. Tortured by these fucking people. If I had a fucking brain in my head, I would just get up, put my fucking backpack on, and go fucking walk south. Cross the fucking into the States. Somewhere where there's a bunch of forest. Make myself a ghillie suit. Crawl across that fucking place where they fucking cut down all the trees and they got drones and satellites watching them. And just make a beeline for South America. If I manage to make it to Mexico, I'm sure I could get on a boat and get the fuck off the continent. I fucking